Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Pokemon Mastery video. So I want to try to get every single sync pair that I have on the World Tour showcases, because I really want to get caught up on all the sync pairs with the showcases, so whenever I get new sync pairs in the future, at least I could get right on that showcase and do the World Tour and see how they perform in all these different type of events. So in today's showcase, we are definitely going to be doing Gloria and Zacian. And with these kind of showcases, I'm even going to be doing supports as well. I have to try to find a way to really showcase them. So right now I'm just really focusing on a lot of the strikers and tech types, but yeah, so let's just get right into it, because obviously with these World Tour videos, they typically tend to be around 15 to 20 minutes long. So if you're new, I'm going to be saying this in every video, because obviously I'll be getting new viewers coming depending on the sync pair and everything. So okay, so basically how I like to do these showcases, I like to start out in the Champion Stadium. And with the Champion Stadium, with certain typings, with the Elite Four being weak to, it's great to show off what these sync pairs can do in the Champion Stadium. So to show off their damage, what they're capable of, how hard they can hit, and all this different stuff in the Champion Stadium, I like to do the HP completely maxed out, because then we can see the potential of what they could do and how far they could really go with damage as well, because of course the harder you hit, the faster the fights will also be. And then after the Champion Stadium, I like to go into the Legendary Arena and see how they perform in certain battles. And of course, if the sync pair is not if they do not have a type that's super effective against the bosses in the Legendary Arena, then we skip that and go to the co-op. And then over there we show off what they're capable of when they're just by themselves, because in co-op you don't have teammates that can really support you, because typically when you go into co-op with other players, unless you are coordinating with friends and then playing with your friends in co-op, then you will have support. But for the most part, when you do these events with co-op players, you're not really getting support. So co-op is a great way to just see what your sync pairs can do as being self-sufficient, if they're self-sufficient, and how good they are when they don't have any support, and you're just relying on the sync pair and what they're able to do themselves. So that's how I like to structure my showcases. Now with the supports, it's going to be a bit differently, so I have to try to find a way to really implement the supports for the showcases. So anyways, let's just get right into it now. Enough talking about these showcases. So with Gloria, when they came out, they were very good. They were the fastest 4-gauge striker in the game, and they were just very, very good. And they kind of aged out a little bit, but that's the point of these showcases. We do them, see how they perform in today's era in the game and everything compared to other sync pairs, and see where they stand. So my Gloria is at level 140, 3 out of 5, and she's a physical striker. She's weak to fire, and she does not have an EX roll, but in the future, of course, she's going to be getting her EX roll. No clue what they're going to give her, and it could be anything. Because of how fast she is and everything, I would imagine she might get the sprint roll, to be honest. I think that's what she'll get. And then for the grid, this is what I have built for her: a bunch of Behemoth Blade power-ups, along with move gauge refreshes, 2 Behemoth Blade move gauge refreshes, 2 with move gauge boost, move gauge refresh as well, along with move gauge boost, MP refresh. So that's what I have on her. It actually is really good. She's able to get her Behemoth Bash or Behemoth Blade very, very fast, because even getting move gauge refresh on her passive over here is really good. So if you get really lucky, Behemoth Bash or Behemoth Blade can have a 3-gauge refresh, and then it's only going to cost you 1 move gauge. And with the speed that she's going to be having as well, it's going to be super, super quick. So that's if you get very lucky. She also has Play Rough, so if you're going up against a event that is weak to fairy, you could use Zacian if you really want to as well, if you do not have a good fairy type, so this could be an option. And then they have move gauge boost, so it charges the move gauge by 3, and you could use it up to 2 times, along with laser sharp focus as their training move, and it reduces the sync move countdown by 1, and it raises the attack by 2 star ranks, and applies a critical hit next effect to the user. And for the passive, they got Fear Sentry, so it raises the attack by 2 ranks. Move gauge refreshes at a 50% chance of charging the move gauge. And then they got Sync Burst, restores 1 MP for the user the first time its sync move is used each battle. So yeah, definitely it's a basic kit, but it works. It works with Zacian. Definitely very good. But now let's go into the battle and see what they're able to perform. So really, I just have supports on the team to like just really buff up and support health-wise, because really Zacian can kind of struggle in the health department, because like Zacian is far from being defensive. Like he's more so on as the glass cannon type. So that's why having supports here to help defensively is going to be great. And he doesn't really have crits in his kit as well. The only time you get crits is from his laser sharp focus, and that'll be a guaranteed crit. I probably should have saved that, but it's okay, whatever. So having supports on the team that can increase crits for Zacian is going to be very helpful and beneficial as well. So we're going to go for the sync move with Zamazenta here, so at least we can get the ×2 sync buff. And I'm going to try to hold back a little bit, because Zacian also gets a buff when the enemy has their sync move. Because we can see over here, Behemoth Bash or Behemoth Blade, the attack's power increased by 50% when the target has a sync buff. So whenever the enemy gets a sync move buff, then Behemoth Blade is going to be getting a buff, a 50% buff, which is good. So right now we're doing 3.8 thousand, so after Tyranitar sync moves, that's easily going to be like 5,000 damage that we're going to be at. Which is definitely going to be good, of course. So now let's see what the damage is going to be. 11. Okay, no, that's a big buff. That is a huge buff. That's really good. So let's go with another one. And the good thing about this team too is we have these sync prayers that can easily just heal up. So like we're going to be here for a while, and that's fine, because the more sync buffs that we can, 14,000 now. Like damn. Okay. Yeah, he's good. The damage, same with Zamazenta here. Like, he has the same exact buff that Zacian has on Behemoth Bash. So, both of them, whenever the enemy has a sync move buff, both of them will be increasing their power by 50% on their blades, on their Behemoth attacks, which is very good. So, like, right there, now, like, 13,000, like, and he's gonna be hitting, like, that consistently throughout the fight. Once the enemy has the sync move buff. And like this is the rare circumstance where you kind of want the enemy to have the buff from the sync move, so that at least you can easily get the power to really destroy the enemy with all your attacks. So like that's one of the rare instances where you want the enemy to have their sync buff. But it really just depends, because even without the sync buff, as you can see, like they're still pretty solid. But with that buff, like it really ramps up their damage, which is very, very good. So let's go to the Legendary Arena and see how they're able to perform here. But in the Champion Stadium, they're a menace. Like they're actually really good in the Champion Stadium because of that buff that will allow them to hit really, really hard. So off to the Legendary Arena now. Okay, so we're going up against Regirock here. So this is one of those battles where he changes his weakness. So he starts off with being weak to grass, but then on the second HP bar, he's going to be weak to steel. So that's where Zamazenta or Zacian is going to be coming into play. So we're going to be rocking with the same team, because of course, very defensive. Regirock is physical. Both these supports are going to be increasing our physical defense, which is going to be great. And then on top of that, they have a lot of healing. So like we're not going to have any issues. So let's go into this. We can easily put a master passive on this team like Leon, but how I like to structure my teams is have everybody on the team that is able to do something and contribute to the team. Leon, he's really doing nothing. Like he's not a support that is going to help the team or benefit the team. All he's doing is going to be doing damage. And we don't need damage because we have Zacian here, which is the showcase character. That's the point of that. So that's how I like to structure my teams. Yeah, having the master passive is going to be helpful and allow us to tank a little bit, but like you can't really tank if you're not going to have a support on the team. So, and because this is a showcase for Zacian, having supports on the team to really like let Zacian go loose, heal up Zacian when needed, that's the point of this. And that's the point of this showcase, because of course like I could really make the team way more optimal. But like the point is to showcase Zacian completely, so that's how I like to do it. So even not being super effective right now, like against Regirock with high defenses, like he's okay. Like now Regirock is gonna get his sync buff, so now we're gonna be even stronger because of that buff that he's gonna get, allowing us to get our buff as well. And it's not doing too much more, but we're not really getting crits either. I think he has the crit barrier, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna heal up with Zamazenta. I would like to get Zamazenta closer to full HP. Yeah, perfect. Because then when he's at full HP, he's able to reduce a little bit of the damage as well, which is gonna be helpful. So yeah. Once we get to the second phase, though, we're gonna like really just destroy Regirock here. Because we're gonna get our second sync move here, which will put us to +4. Because I want to get Swanna to sync move, so now we're gonna get another ×2 buff on our sync, allowing us to get to ×4 on our sync buff, which is gonna help a lot. So we're gonna heal up Swanna here, just so at least Swanna is in the safe zone, so we don't have to worry about her at all. So this is gonna be even bigger damage that we're gonna see from Zacian. Because getting a ×4 sync buff is really good. That is like a 200% increase along with his 50% from having the enemy have their sync buff as well. So definitely good. Definitely very good. And I could, like, this is actually going to be my first time too, seeing the damage that Zacian is going to be doing in the second HP phase here. So, you know, let's go for Behemoth Bash and then we'll go in for a Behemoth Blade. I just did that just so at least we can get Zacian's first attack here like this. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it's just because of the fact... Oh, okay, well, I was not expecting that. Yeah, that is going to be a bit of an issue there, but it's okay. We're getting MP refreshes on our potion, so we're fine. We're totally fine. So let's keep attacking. And then we're going to get our sync move here with Zacian. So now we're going to be a +5 on our sync, which is awesome. And I do really like the sync move still, like having that... little what is it, not gazebo, it's like that little stone structure where you really see Zacian in Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's really good. Okay, let's go for a heal again. I want to try to get Zacian or Zamazenta to full HP because, like I said earlier, he reduces the damage received when his HP is completely full. So Regirock is still increasing his defense, so that's, we're not going to be doing too much damage, but like the point of doing these legendary arena battles is to see how they can perform when they are in these because of the legendary gauntlet. So if these Syncpers can easily get you a win in the legendary arena, then you're going to get an easy win in the legendary gauntlet, allowing you to rank high on the leaderboards. So yeah, like this is good. By the time we get to the end of this battle, like we're probably going to be at +8 on our sync move. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. So let's go for Laser Sharp Focus, and then we're going to go for our sync move. And we're getting very, very lucky with our MP refreshes with Swanna here, which is very good. That's what we want. We're going to go for 8. Okay, yeah, no, I've never gotten this lucky with Swanna. That's awesome. That is awesome. This is great, though. Like, this showcase is going very good. It's going very good. So our sync move did 2,000 damage, but he is he weak to steel still? Yeah, he is. Okay, nice. Okay, so second HP phase and the third are going to be weak to steel. So that's good for Zamazenta or Zacian. So definitely going to be good in the legendary gauntlet because, of course, like only the first HP phase or HP bar is going to be weak to grass. So then after that, it's just smooth sailing with Zacian here. I'm easily going to heal up with Swanna or on Swanna because, yeah, Swanna is going to be, like, she's weak to rock. So I want to try to protect her. Oh, nice. There we go. Perfect. Boom. Awesome. There we go. So Zacian, definitely good in the Legendary Arena. Syncpers that are able to lower the physical defense, though, will obviously be better. But having an option like Zacian here to do what he can do like this is definitely good. You just need to make sure you have Syncpers on the team that's able to protect you physically, so that Regirock's physical attacks don't hurt you as much. And then, of course, have healers on the team as well. And then when you have those two, Zacian is going to be good in this event. Being weak in HP Phase 2 and HP Phase 3 is definitely going to help. So, and then being buffed up when Regirock has a sync buff is going to be great. And then getting your sync moves off really quick and just spamming Behemoth Blade is going to be awesome too. So yeah, definitely a great option for the Regirock play. So now let's go to co-op. Okay, so now for co-op, we can actually use the Master Passive. So we're going to have Marty here with the Master Passive. Does she only increase special, actually? I'm actually curious about that. So special attacks of all allied sync pairs. Yeah, okay, so she only increases the special attack, which is unfortunate. So we're not going to be getting anything from Marty because Zacian is a physical attacker. So let's actually get rid of her and maybe add in someone else. Nah, we're gonna get a bigger buff when we have someone from a whole Galar team, because Leon with a full Galar team, he's gonna be increasing the attack by 30% and then the damage reduction by 26%. So yeah, it'll be better to have a full Galar team. So anyways, this is the team. Zacian, I mean, it doesn't really matter because like we're just using Zacian. Supports the two on the team that we're going to be using on co-op. I have to bring two sync pairs, otherwise I would just rock Zacian, but that's okay. That's okay. They're really not doing anything. All they're doing is like putting up barriers and stuff like that. So like they're really not doing much. So let's go into co-op. This is a stage where they are not going to be super effective. Like I don't think there's any co-op stages right now in the EX Plaza that is super or weak to steal. So we're just gonna have to make do of this and do a couple phases, because like the point of these co-op battles is to see how self-sufficient these sync pairs are, because there's like you're not always gonna have a chance to bring supports. Like it just depends, because like for example these co-op fights, you can't really use your own sync pairs to buff up your main attacker. So unless you have players on the team on co-op or in co-op that can support, then you're fine. But if not, then you're just relying on yourself. So Zacian himself, he's able to increase his physical attack to +4, which is good. And then he doesn't get any crits though, that's the thing. I probably should have saved his trainer move right before we're about to sync move, but it's okay, what can you do? But as you can see, like, he's able to get to his Behemoth Blade super quick. Like, it's no issue at all. Like, use it, and then you get all those move gauge. And then if you get unlucky, you could just go for a move gauge boost like this. And then you get all your move gauge back, and then you could just start attacking again, which is great. The one thing I'm going to say this every time I do the World Tour. Whenever we get to the co-op stage, literally, we're going to get this stupid Unity attack. I hate it. I hate this thing so much. Oh my god. It is such a waste of time. It doesn't even do that much damage, too. Like, it sucks. Like, look at that. Those two side Pokemons, they're weak. They're super weak, and they can't even die from a stupid Unity attack like that. It's just a waste of time. And it ruins the flow, too. Like, I just do not like it at all. So Steel or Onyx here is going to be putting up the physical barrier. So they're going to be stronger physically now, defensively. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I probably picked the worst co-op stage to do this, but it's okay. We'll go to another one real quick after this too. Because I want to do multiple battles in co-op just to kind of see the self-sufficiency with Zacian here. But, okay, so after this attack, okay, Onyx is done. Cool. I hope you do not flinch. Please do not flinch us. That would be unfortunate. Awesome, you did not. Perfect. I think there are 2 more Pokemon as well after this. So after we take out Lunatone, or Lunatone, I think it is, we are going to be getting another Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. Do we? Yeah, there is, okay. But they're not, like, strong by any means, so, like I said, it is just to see how self-sufficient these guys are. And Zacian is still such a fun sync pair for me personally. And once he gets his EX move or EX roll in the future, he's going to be so much better. And I actually hope he gets the sprint roll for his EX roll, because then it's going to allow him to sync move even faster and allow him to just do even more damage. Because when he first came out, even now, he's able to get to his Behemoth Blade super quick. So, like, getting that move gauge refresh and everything, like, look at that, it's just done. It's awesome. So, like, with him being super fast on getting his Behemoth Blade, it would make sense for him to get the sprint roll so he can get to his sync move even faster as well. So, I think that would be pretty fitting for him. But even if they want to give him tech, that's fine. If they want to give him field, okay. I mean, getting him field is not going to make any sense at all. But if they want to give him field, I think it would be a waste to give him field. So, like, either give him support or give him sprint. I think those two would be the best ones for him. So, yeah. You know what? Okay, I'm going to find another stage and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're just gonna go up against Erica here. I also, by the way, if they want to give him tech, that's actually gonna be good as well. Because on top of if he gets the tech EX roll, he's gonna hitting very hard on his sync buff, on his sync move. I mean, because AOE, because he's already a striker, and then with tech increasing the tech or the sync move as well when he's EX roll tech, it's gonna be hitting very hard because on his sync move, the attack's power is increased even more when the enemy has a sync buff. So it's basically the same thing as Behemoth Blade on his regular attack, just on the sync move. So that is going to be hitting even harder too. So if they want to give him tech, that's going to be fine too. The only role that is not going to be beneficial for Zacian here is going to be field, I think. If they want to give him support, that's fine. That's going to be good. That's going to help. If they want to give him sprint, that's going to be great because it'll allow him to get to his sync move even faster. If they want to give him tech, that's going to be amazing because then the sync move is going to be hitting very hard. So whatever path they choose for Zacian, it's definitely going to be good. The only one that is not going to be beneficial, like I said, is going to be field. Because he doesn't have any real field effects, so it's not going to benefit him. So the only ones that are going to benefit him is support, tech, and field. Those are the only ones that will like 100% full on like benefit him. So we got unlucky with move gauge refreshes by all three of what we have, so that's kind of unfortunate. But that's okay. That's totally okay. We're gonna easily still just do our thing here. Now we're getting kind of lucky with the stuff. So like as you can see, like he's still pretty self-sufficient. He's able to get the +4 on a sync. Like the only thing that is gonna struggle for him is the crits, because as you can see, without these crits, he's really not doing too much damage. Like because the crits bypass the damage or the defense. So when you have that, it's gonna allow him to hit a lot harder. And without the crits, he's like just like he's not weak. He's not weak by any means. But like the thing is, like with those crits, it really helps with getting that extra damage in. Because like without crits, as you can see, like he's barely passing 1,000 damage when he's not super effective. And that kind of sucks. And so like we'll go and get our laser sharp focus here, and then we'll see how much damage he's going to be doing. No, don't you dare attack! I swear, I guarantee not. Oh my god. Okay, you went for a shadow force, so we're going to be able to attack anyway. And you died, so cool, awesome. Just let us attack, please. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, like with the crit there, like 3,500. If it wasn't a crit, that would have been like maybe 2,700 ish or something like that. So like the difference is there. Like you could definitely notice a difference when they attack with crit compared to when they attack without crit. So yeah, that's gonna be the showcase for Zacian and Gloria. Let me know what you guys think of Zacian and Gloria. If you still use them, if you think they're still good, if they're up to date with today's meta and everything. Like I still really like them a lot. Like I really like them still. And in order to like really make them even like meta relevant for today, for them to be on par with other sync pairs, they need to have an EX roll. That's the only way that's going to make them like 100% relevant for today's era in Pokemon Masters. But without that, they're just like there as an extra option for when you like in for example in the Legendary Arena, you need another option for a certain battle. Then Zacian is going to fill in that role. But without the EX roll, he's just going to be that last pick for a team, basically. And that's how I see it. Like, he's still good, don't forget. Like, he's still pretty good. It's just that we have way better sync pairs now that's going to be able to do way more damage. And it just sucks because Zacian's actually still pretty good. It's just that, like, there's way better sync pairs now. So, it is what it is. Hopefully, he can get a EX roll soon so that he could be even better. And like I said, field is going to be the only one that is not going to benefit him that much. Actually, I think it will. I think field can possibly benefit him. Hold on, let me I actually want to see something real quick because we got the Galar here. He has field right here. So what does the field do? Does it not have anything here? I guess not. Okay, give me 1 sec. Actually, I was mistaken. So I looked it up because I don't have any 6-star field sync pairs. So yeah, honestly, field is gonna benefit Zacian quite a bit as well because then he can activate the field steel zone for himself, which is going to be very beneficial. So you know what? Any role for Zacian is going to be beneficial and help him a lot. So yeah, whatever EX role they want to get is, or give, Zacian is going to make him a lot better. So preferably I'd like Tech, and Field would actually be will be great too. So those two are actually the ones that that I would actually like. So Tech or Field. And I'm correcting myself now. So like I went the whole video without knowing about the Field and stuff. So my apologies there. But yeah, so anyways, let me know what you guys think of Zacian and Gloria, what you think of them now, and leave all your comments down below, and that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.